Willkommen, this is Julia.
And this is Shane. And this is Think Plant-Based. Think Plant-Based. Make sure to check out recipes, health tips, travel tips at www.thinkplantbased.com.
And we're officially on iTunes, so please rate and write us a review on iTunes.
Write us a review. Give us 2 stars, 3 stars, maybe 5 stars. Let us know.
For sure, 5.
Yeah, I mean, who would give us 2 stars anyways,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, make sure to do that because that's how we get found.
Here we are again.
Here we are in the flesh or in the voice.
Yeah, right?
As we would say.
Yeah. I just love having different type of people on our podcast, and I mean, talking about fashion and stuff like that, that goes hand in hand with being plant-based, in my opinion,
Sure.
Because you want to know what you put on your skin as well, right? Mm-hmm. And there's so many great alternatives, even like bamboo clothes, made of bamboo and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
pineapple leather.
Yeah, there's so many alternatives.
Yeah.
And we have a specialist on our show today.
Yes, we do. Ekta, how's it going?
Hi.
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing
Pretty
really good.
Thanks for being on our show. And please tell the listeners more about yourself.
Hi, I'm Ekta. I'm from India. I moved to Vancouver about 5 years ago. I've been vegan for about 3 years now. And I've been a vegetarian my whole life. I've come from a vegetarian family.
Wow.
So that was kind of easy, but I had no idea about the dairy industry. And through my boyfriend, I got to know about 3 years ago. And since then, I've been vegan. Yeah. And I have if I talk about professionally, I have a background in visual merchandising and fashion designing, but I'm currently working in production and sourcing.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so how do you incorporate your plant-based lifestyle in your work?
Currently, at my work, it's not a vegan brand, sadly. But
one day,
I am trying.
Right?
Yeah, one day I hope so. Actually, it is moving towards that. They're trying to get rid of all the animal products, so that's a good step. And I'm always pushing them and trying to inform them more about where the industry is moving and how a lot of big brands are turning away from leather and fur, especially fur right now. Hopefully, we'll get to leather. But thankfully, my brand doesn't use any leather, but it does still use wool in a very small quantity. So I'm always trying to inform them there are so many other alternatives available.
Right.
So we should be moving towards that. So that's just a small thing. I'm doing nothing big. I wish I could contribute a lot more, but maybe hopefully in the future.
Right. So has your boyfriend been vegan and you met him when he was vegan, or how did that work?
Yeah, my boyfriend's vegan too. So it's perfect because then we don't have any fights over food or any other stuff. Also, he's taught me a lot about, because he was the one who turned vegan first, and he was the one who watched the video of baby chicks being grinded alive, and that is what changed him. And then he showed me those videos, and then that was the decision. You can't, if you see it, there's no way you can unsee it.
Yeah, right.
You got to make the right decision.
Exactly. That's how I feel or felt as well. I can totally feel what you mean.
Yeah, so what's a easy way to stick on a plant-based diet and eating that way when you have such a busy life, such as yourselves? Going all in and out, fashion world is definitely hard to find time to eat.
Yeah, right. Totally.
Yeah, it does get really busy at work and weekdays and with other things too. But for me, the easiest is make lentils and rice, add some veggies, and you're good. So it doesn't take too long. So yeah, that's my go-to food.
Yeah, right. So you make at home the meals and then you bring them to work? Is that how you do it?
Yes. Yeah, I bring my breakfast, my lunch. I eat a lot too. So I try to bring loads of snacks and everything. So I'm constantly eating and eating good, trying to eat good.
Right. That's good. Yeah, right. I feel sometimes, when I hear people are not vegan anymore, it's sometimes also because they don't eat enough. You got to make sure when you go plant-based that you eat enough because you really need more food, right? Meat is maybe more calorie dense, which means also you get to eat more when you're plant-based, which I enjoy. I love eating. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do like a lot of people, like I've met and they were like, oh, we couldn't sustain veganism because I was feeling very weak and it wasn't working for me. I just tell them you've not been eating right. You need to like eat a lot more, and you can eat a lot of lentils, beans. You got to incorporate all these veggies and other stuff in your meal because you're cutting out a major part of your food, which is obviously killing you in a way too. So
it's also, I think it's people don't realize that there's creatine in meat because it's like skeletal, like it's muscle, right? So that's where your creatine stores are. And creatine's been known to give you like these bursts of energies and like, you know, fill water into your muscles. So of course you're going to feel a little bit different coming off of meat.
Exactly.
And you're going to feel this rush when you go back on it because you get these influx of like the chemical reaction in your brain.
The hormones and
the hormones and the creatine. So I always chalk it up to the creatine rush of meat, right? People are just want that rush, and you know they feel like that is normal, but it's not actually normal. You're upping your creatine levels, and you're feeling more water in your muscles, so you feel a little bit. You think you're stronger, but you know what I mean, right?
But it's always easy to go back eating meat when it's not about for the animals. I find
just take some creatine supplement. It's cheap if you really want it. I don't know about the health long-term benefits of it. But, I mean, it's like...
I absolutely agree. When I turned vegan, I went vegan for the animals, but then I watched What the Health and Folks Over Knife like last year. It completely blew my mind, how what we're putting in our mouths, like how it affects us. So...
Yeah,
that was really good to know.
Yeah, it totally does. But you know, I also love East Indian food. It has so many like legumes and
the spices.
Yeah, the spices.
I think people underestimate the power of spice, right? How do you change the flavor of, you know, a rice and bean dish? I could have 10 different rice and bean dish and they could taste totally different. With the right spices. If you think about it, you could have the same meal every week, just change out the spices, and it would be like a totally different flavor.
Right. I mean,
or you can, like what I do is like I just make a curry paste over the weekend, and then throughout the week, I just swap whether I put like lentils or I'll put beans or I'll put chickpeas. So I just swap. It's a different meal every single time.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
Great.
That's how you have to do it. You know, variety is the key. If you eat every day what you like, you know, it gets boring after a while, I think.
Exactly.
So
I agree.
Or like, who would eat like meat that doesn't have any spices in it or something? You know, usually meat tastes good because it has like all the spices and all the different ingredients that put in, right?
Exactly.
I noticed so, but I think beyond, like, where does the meat come from, you know, and that makes me already sick. Sometimes there's this disconnect of, like, where the meat is coming from, right? But once we have this heart-brain connection that I always like to use, you know, then we can't go back.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
I feel
agree.
like if you do it for the ethical reason, it's really hard to go back, like, because you're just reminded all the time when you see, like, a steak or someone eating it, you're like, okay, I know exactly where that comes from, and it goes to your mind. You're like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. That doesn't like trigger pleasure in my brain anymore, you know?
Right.
As it might have once before.
So even if it's like health reasons, you know, you always have to make sure you eat a variety of food, right? Like how we notice now through our conversation. That's like the key, and enjoying really what you're eating, right? And feeling the health benefits.
Yep, absolutely.
Right?
I also like very strongly believe that when people turn to plant-based food just for the health, a lot of times they don't stick. So unless you know the ethical reason and everything behind it, and if you don't know like what happens in the industry, it's very difficult for people to actually stick around and be that mentally strong to actually follow through and know why they're doing it. Unless you strongly know why you're doing it, you will not stick to it.
Right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's a lot of peer pressure, right? Like, how do you stay strong in your work environment? It's kind of like, how do you do it?
To be honest, like for me, there's nothing more important than animals. I love animals even as a child. And I just don't believe in harming anyone. So I'm just one person. It's fine even if I get bullied, like which I do get bullied at work sometimes, where people always comment like on my food. You're eating, oh wow, how can you eat so much food? Or like, oh, are you just eating grass? Like I get comments all the time. So, but like, that's not more important. The important thing is to do the right thing. So you got to stay strong. If you know whom you're doing it for and why you're doing it, there's no way you can look back.
Right. That's a good advice for our listeners.
Yeah, the social stigma around eating plant-based and being vegan is it's quite a lot of pressure. You got to have a pretty thick skin because,
well, especially you as a guy,
I'm in a
right?
male-dominant industry, and steaks and mashed potato type
Lobsters
dinners. Like they had muffins at one of our work meetings, and then of course one of my coworkers like, "Oh, there's butter in there. You can't have it." I'm like, "I don't want it. I could have it if I want it. I just don't want to eat it."
Exactly.
So,
that is the thing that annoys me the most.
Why would you say this? You trying to make me feel bad? Like why would you say nothing and just go on your many thing? But you have to. Some people, right? That is exactly what annoys me the most when people say, "Oh, we can't have it." Like, no, that is my choice to not have it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, I'll just go and get a vegan one if I really wanted one. I'm like, but I don't want one.
We have so many options, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, but thankfully, I do have few people at my work who are very nice and considerate. So whenever we have any event at the work, they actually go out of the way and get special food or special treats for me. Which kind of makes me feel good too.
Yeah, for
sure. So not
nice.
everyone is bad. Some people are really nice too.
Right. Totally. Yeah. That's nice to hear. And do you have any exciting future plans?
I do hope to have my own clothing brand, contribute more to the cause than just talk about it or not do anything about it, because right now I feel I'm not doing anything. So I really wish
you're talking about it, right?
Yeah, you're such an inspirational person.
And you're talking to people at your work about it too. So you are doing something.
But that's even more powerful. You are working in a place that is not very plant-based conscious. We need people like that. We need to get into these areas and not live in a vegan bubble. We have to get out there if we want to see change. Right?
Exactly. And I feel like everyone has to do things from their own experience or wherever they are and from their own field too. So to contribute more, if there are more vegan options, it'll be better for people. So I feel like if I'm from the fashion background, if I can contribute more from my own end, it'll be better. And I'll feel I'm doing a lot more. In the end, it's all for the animals. So if you can have more alternatives for leather or for wool alternatives, it's just eventually helping out. So I just want to be able to help more in those fields.
For sure.
Right. That's awesome.
We always think we're never doing enough. It's never until the animals are liberated. We're never doing enough, right? So that's good.
It feels but then we are enough. If we didn't do anything, that would be more we don't do anything.
And everybody has their own way of doing. Being a part of the whole picture, right? Whether you think you're not doing anything, you might actually be a big role in how the world's shaping, right? So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And your website your website looks great. You're a very talented fashion designer.
So
I'm sure you're gonna go far with your talents and change the world.
If you need some fashion models, we have good rates.
We're plant-based too, so we don't complain.
Yeah. As long as it's not leather or something, I'll be fashion model. Sure. Why not?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So how can the listeners find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, and it's by my name, Ekta Sheoran. So I would love to connect with more vegan people. And
Sounds good. We'll put it in the show notes so everyone can find you and message you if they'd like.
Sounds great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks for all you do. You're such a great inspiration. I'm sure
thank
the listeners feel more motivated.
Thank you so much for both of you. You've been doing great. You're educating more and more people about the cause and inspiring people. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We try our best.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope to see you soon and take care.
Yeah, we'll talk to you
Absolutely.
later.
Same here.
Thanks a lot.
Later. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.